Bidet, fellow critters, and welcome to the Movie Couple channel. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And we're about to take a look at the video that's just been released by Critical Role for The Legend of Vox Machina, and this is about the cast of The Legend of Vox Machina, because there have, obviously, Matt did all the voices when they were playing the campaign.
Yep, all now, the NPCs were done by Matt Mercer.
Yes, and it's easy to imagine that Matt obviously will take on various NPCs in this animated series, but he can't do all of them.
No, that's
so I think this video serves as a who's going to play who in the upcoming series, which we're so excited for. If you haven't checked out our reaction video to the Legend of Vox Machina Red Band trailer, you can check it out right up here. And of course, when the series comes out on Prime Video, a lot of you guys have put this down in the comments, so we will be reacting to each episode. I don't know what this means for me because I'll be editing all of them. RIP sleep schedule. All right, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into this.
When we first played through this campaign, we would have never imagined that we would get some of these names to be voices on our show.
I mean, I feel like a broken record when I just keep fanboying over the actors playing these characters, but I'm a fanboy for all the actors who are playing these characters.
They're all so good. I can't believe these people are working on the show.
Gosh, who do they get?
Ooh, I'm excited to hear
the
cast of Vox Machina.
Yeah! Roll!
It's an interesting circumstance to be developing an animated series where I created and performed so many of these characters, and then now we have the opportunity to bring them to life. And I should not play all of them. I'm genuinely really excited.
All of these NPCs that you've seen, they have a piece of Matt in them. They feel like friends. So when we're casting it, there has been that deep amount of levels of consideration to make sure that they will truly be the exact perfect fit.
It's surreal to hear the guests we've had come in and bring some of these long cherished characters to life.
One of those NPCs that is beloved by all is Sean Gilmore.
Yeah, everybody's fave, huh?
And after a lot of back and forth with Matt himself was actually the one that was very adamant about allowing someone else to take a shot at this beloved character.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
Make sure that his importance to the story was given the care that it deserved.
Oh my gosh, who do they get?
Really?
Sunil Malhotra has done an incredible job of portraying Gilmore.
I was not expecting that
Sean
name, but I love
Gilmore
it.
Is, in my imagination, a naughty, sexy, mischievous cat. If he's not selling his wares, he's selling himself.
Sunil brings playfulness, charisma, respect.
Filming in his
I
closet.
feel very close to Gilmore. Just full of energy and life and verve. That is
You
like
can see his
hand in
personality
glove
in
for
there.
He's bringing a very unique flair
I'm
and
excited.
passion to the role, and is really good at hooking a finger under Vax's chin still.
This new spin, a new take that has an authenticity that we could not have gotten if Matt had played the character.
The voice really hits everything that you
I
want.
want to hear it.
I know. Give us some taste of it.
This show is a great big stew of unbelievable casting choices and people that you have been waiting for and knew were going to be part of it.
We are blessed with choice when it comes to extremely talented people that happen to be friends of ours. And so there have been opportunities in the series to have people like Kari Payton.
Not unfamiliar to Critical Role fans.
Yeah!
Or in Undead Wood. Sovereign Uriel is a huge part, which meant that we needed a huge
playing-
voice.
Yes!
To for that, and he delivered instantly. He has a level of regality to his voice that you just can't
No, that's
ignore.
true.
He's
playing
brings
another
so much
noble.
weight and integrity to Uriel and gives it even more character than I would have imagined.
He has such
We're
a cool
trying
voice.
with some of the casting to make sure that everybody you want to hear who's been a part of the family sneaks in there every now and then.
Heck
Felicia
yeah.
Day is a perfect example of someone you will
Of
hear
course.
rattling around Haldori.
Of
You'll
course.
hear her doing her level best to defend Amon against its enemies in a few of the early episodes.
Fremon as one!
Yeah.
Felicia Day. She took a chance on us. She saw the possibility, and we knew that we wanted to use her.
Love her.
We also have people that we have known and loved, such as Bobby Hall.
Okay,
Hey!
we'll take you in.
but the bear waits outside.
Bobby Hall got to play some guards in some of the earlier episodes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Also stepping up for a character favorite from the Vox Machina campaign is Eugene Bird as Jarrett.
Oh, Jarrett!
On the show, he is now a captain of the Arms of Amon in the animated
Look at his
series.
character design.
I think
Looks
Jared is one of the coolest
fantastic.
characters in the campaign.
Jared is the kind of guy that you need to prove it to him. You need to prove it to him more than a few times.
These
I
voices.
know.
Like such a wonderful human being and such a wonderful person. He was in Gears of War with me, and I was so excited to be his cast.
General Krieg is a character from our early home game days that some fans may not be super familiar with, but he did reside on the Council of Taldore, and we had to turn to a big voice for his character.
Hello, and I'm playing General Krieg.
Yes!
Lieutenant in our show? What?
Being able to bring
The
him on
doctor!
board to
Yes!
an NPC like Krieg to life, a pre-stream NPC. So he really is the one that brings it to life for the community as
Oh,
well.
that's
for the first time.
awesome.
Can't believe you made it out alive.
I'm so excited to be part of this.
Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Path that it took.
I think it's fantastic. I think this is how all shows should be pitched. They should all start in somebody's front room and end up on
Oh
television.
my god, look at
Why
his baby
not?
faces.
Knowing what that character is going to be required to do, David was fantastic to work with.
We
Oh,
also had
Wow.
guest appearances by Tony Hale.
A big
Oh,
fan
wow.
is our Fence.
Oh.
Playing the head cleric is Anjali Bhamani. Her
Nice.
dulcet tones matched perfectly with the character. Don't want to forget Cassandra DeRollo, sister of Percy, played by
Oh,
Rosemary
wow.
Miles. The Tavern Keeper, which was a fan-created character, voiced by Mason Alexander Park, who was incredible. They knocked it out of the booth. The goddess voice of the Everlight
Wow.
is Tracy Toms. Incredible voice, incredible performer.
And One Punch Man himself, Max Middleman,
Whoa.
as Desmond, the coachman for the devious Briarwoods.
Bryn, who is a brand new character to the series, is voiced by Stacey Raymond. Also in the Whitestone crew as Keeper Yenin, we have Gina Torres.
Shut
Oh,
up!
yeah!
Someone of great calm and spirituality, but she has a much greater
She managed to
agenda.
look exactly-
She also
I
has
know.
tricks up her sleeve. Make her badass.
When it
She
came
doesn't
to the
look like she's
character
aged
of
a day, so-
Archibald Desney, we made some changes to the character overall and also wanted to push this young rebel leader with a voice print that we thought would do it justice. We're big fantasy fans, so again, in Shooting for the Moon, we reached out to Dominic Monaghan. And he said yes.
They got a hobbit!
Woo!
Is a kind of
Holy cow!
This
canoeing,
cast.
swarthy man of short stature who tends to let his fists and his axe do the talking.
He just sounds like such a badass dwarf.
And we need to make our next move count. Gather every able-bodied fighter in Whitestone.
Like we have a hobbit.
Nice.
show.
Hobbit playing a dwarf.
Also, Stephen Arute. We are
Yes!
huge
Wow.
fans of his. from
God, this
everything
cast.
This is gonna be an
Space
amazing
Theory.
cast.
I
He
love
chooses
this.
And works with his words, gave a whole new shape to the character of Anders.
Tick tock, you're wasting time.
Vedmeyer also cuts an extremely intimidating profile, and we knew with a half giant of his size, we needed a voice to match it. You can't go wrong with Roy.
Oh, from Game of Thrones?
Oh, whoa.
Dr. Anna Ripley is another one of the Briarwood henchmen that we
Ripley!
needed to bring to life. And Kelly Hu does an incredible job of that.
Don't play
Nice.
dumb. It won't end well for you.
Ooh, I love that.
It's a really, really sharp performance.
So two of the NPCs that obviously jumped to our mind in the beginning was Lady Allura Visora,
Yep.
and obviously Lady Kima
Kima.
of Ward. Big shoes, big characters, beloved by all. And we quickly turned to an angelic voice from Game of Thrones in
Oh my
Dirababa.
gosh!
Oh,
By Sauron.
perfect
This grace and
casting.
this prim quality.
She
to
has.
her.
I
Oh.
must object, Sir Finch. We don't even know what the creature is. Demon? Elemental? And how do you propose we capture it?
Oh
She
my
was able
gosh.
to
Yes!
very
She's
delicate,
perfect.
Yes!
soft, but powerful dialogue.
And then her partner in crime, Kima of Vord, played by the incredibly funny Stephanie Beatriz.
Family Madrigal!
Ooh.
Family Madrigal!
Perfect deadpan delivery and just nails it with her total disdain for the entire group of Vox Machina.
She's large and in charge, even though she's under 4 feet tall.
Stephanie is a fantastic badass of the utmost variety.
Playing a badass is an internal thing. It is about the space that you've decided that you take up. It isn't about how small or big you are.
She just like got it immediately and sounds exactly like I pictured Kima sounding.
Another immensely talented voiceover actress, the illustrious Grey Griffin.
Ooh.
She is our Delilah Briarwood.
She does a lot of villains.
Been playing them for decades,
Yeah,
and they're just
yeah.
so deliciously wonderful to play.
Delilah is a very complicated villain.
I liken her to sort of like a big cat. I'll kill you when I'm feeling like it, but right now I'm just having fun.
She grasped
Her natural voice just seems like a perfect
and that brimming
Lady Briarwood.
intensity and threat, while still keeping that cordial, presentory upper crust.
She relishes in the villainous aspect, but she really gets the heart of Delilah.
She does do horrible, horrible things, but it's all in the name of love, so you have to root for her just a little bit.
We also have the talented Darren DePaul joining us as Kyrian Stonefell.
Jeez, this cast.
He's evil, he's disgusting, he is a mess. So I'm sure we're like, of course, Darren. He's evil, he's a mess. We've got to make it him.
Darren is, I'm not convinced he's human. He can make creatures come out of him that don't really make sense.
Nobody's going to get into that part of the basement of their voice like Darren can.
Death to the Derolers! There's a great joy in playing someone who just doesn't give a damn.
Watching this universe come to life,
Amazing.
it's bigger and more complex than I even imagined.
These are
wait to
adult
see
stories,
this!
adult themes, and because it's animated, it means that you can do so much more.
Who would have thought that we would get to tell these stories in this medium, and people aren't ready for how vibrant and exciting it looks.
It's very like those cartoons that you watched as a kid. It kind of reeks of nostalgia, but with swear words.
And violence.
It feels like our little group is just starting to expand and grow.
For many, many years, this was truly a world that only existed in a handful of people's imagination.
It feels like these characters that we have
Wow.
lived with
There's
for
so
years now
many.
have been given new life.
The fact that there are all these critters who are invested in this means that, fuck, it needs to be seen, it needs to be made. This is because of you.
How does she make the word
Brings
fuck
tears to
sound
my eyes.
elegant?
It's kind of an amazing thing.
Indulge and engage with this moment that you helped create. Because without you, it would not have been.
Knowing that the Legend of Vox Machina was creator made from top to bottom, there's a certain magic to that I don't think you can get anywhere else.
People say stuff like, this is your world, you created this stuff. Like, I, to a degree, helped facet it, but I am one of many storytellers in this. Me and all the players at the table, and the community that watch this, and all these artists, developers, and designers. This is a continued expansion of that collaboration, and collaboration is key. This isn't my world anymore. This is our world.
Oh!
Yay!
Of course, Matt would say something like that. Ah.
January 28th. In about a week.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
Can't
excited.
wait.
I am really glad that they didn't just be like, okay, well, we have the cast of Critical Role, and we're just going to have all of these guys do all the different voices as
because
well
as
their
they
own.
can.
Yeah, because they technically could.
They're talented
and maybe pull in
voiceover actors.
one or two other voice talents, but they are just going balls to the walls and getting perfect actors for each role. And I think that is incredible. To bring in more talent is always a good thing. And it just makes me just even more excited to see the depth of this world that they have created. And I'm just, I can't wait to see them just blow it out of the water and just have this be the greatest show ever made. Unfortunately, my expectations are going to be so high.
And it's
It's going to be hard to meet.
I think it's going to be interesting too, because watching this, I'm obviously just as excited as Dustin is, but, and you guys probably already know this if you watched our reaction to the Red Band trailer, is I am a newer critter than Dustin. I started watching with the Mighty Nine when they were like maybe halfway through already with campaign 2. That's when I started jumping in and started to like just binge watch the campaign. So I know little.
And I told you
I've
told you a bit about Vox Machina.
Yes, you told me
I've
some
tried
stuff.
to keep it very far. I've tried to keep it very spoiler free. I've introduced her to some of the comics so that she kind of knows Percy, and she knows like the backstory of some of the characters.
Yes, but it's still kind of surface level, and so I'm very excited to kind of be introduced to these characters that you guys have been watching in campaign 1 for so long, but to be introduced in this light, and I can't wait from here, kind of maybe retrospectively, like go back and watch. Maybe there's a Cliff's Notes somewhere of campaign 1, because that's a lot. It's like 4 or 5 hours per episode.
There's some YouTube channels that actually break down each episode.
But, man, I'm very excited for this voice cast. It is even bigger than I imagined. And I know that this show means everything to all of them, not just to Matt, but to everybody involved. So, of course, they're going to take the most care into casting, the right person, the right choice, the right voice, the right personality for whatever role the story has to tell. So I'm very, very excited, and of course you guys stay tuned for more reaction videos for the Legend of Vox Machina, because starting on the 28th, that's when the show airs, and hopefully we will have our episodic reactions up shortly after the premiere date. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you thought of the voice cast announcement in the comment section below. What reveal made you go, oh my gosh, and who do you think is the I think they're all perfect, but that's just me.
Who is the most perfect casting out of all of the characters?
And who was someone you least expected but is so super happy to see? Put all that down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.